Africa, Johannesburg, we are speaking to Check SA, who is an insurance broker, financial advisor, as well as a recording artist and sound engineer. He's going to be telling us why he thinks it's a great idea for all of us to invest in a financial advisor. Check it out. Welcome to We Are the World. Check SA, South African hip hop artist, as well as a financial advisor and an insurance broker. Thank you so much for joining us today on We Are the World Johannesburg.
Yeah, man, thank you. Good to be here. As you can see, really busy. Gotta make sure the image is on point. So, yeah, man, nice to be on the show. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Glad to have you here. So, first question we would like to ask you is, why did you choose a career in finance?
Um, I never had any intention of going into this industry at first. My main focus and dream has always been in the music. I'm a music artist as well. So, with that, it's just where I'm from, a lot of music artists are basically starving artists, don't really have the means of generating an income through their music, as it's a really challenging industry to get into. However, based on me selling my music, selling myself as an artist, in a sense that I'd like to build a fan base, that's where I found out I have a skill for sales, and that's where I could practically apply it in the financial industry, pretty much.
Nice. So, just to educate our people at home, can you please tell us what exactly is it that an insurance broker and financial advisor does?
So, your financial advisor or insurance broker is basically your Superman behind the scenes. We work so hard to build our businesses, to build um, whatever it is that we invest ourselves and our money into. And what an insurance broker can do for you is actually insure these products that you yourself have worked so hard to attain. Basically, help you minimize the risks in your everyday life. This doesn't only apply to what we call short-term products, which would be your vehicles, your studio equipment, like I have insured myself, your household contents, your household itself. But it can also be things that can ensure your livelihood. As an example, like you have medical aids, you have brokers that want to find the most affordable medical aid. If affordability is not what you're gunning for, you're looking for quality more so, we can help you find a medical aid that basically gives you exactly what you're looking for based on your current health needs. Aside from that, you have different products as well. I mean, life covers. Many would like to be able to leave generational wealth after they're long gone. And your financial advisor is he or she who is there to basically help you make this possible. Not many are aware of taking out life policies. I mean, less than 20% of people around my age have life policies. Majority of South Africans aren't prepared for retirement when it comes to that time of their life stages, and that's why there isn't really much generational wealth that is being passed on in your general communities. So a financial advisor is there to not only educate you on this, but make sure that yourself, your family, and your livelihood as a whole are covered in aspects that could result in financial loss and the risks that come with life. I mean, you never know what could happen.
What are your thoughts about blockchain and crypto?
I've had clients, many clients, some young people especially, actually working on crypto, as well as all these different currencies, and many of them work from home. I mean, I know some of them are quite successful in their endeavors. I know it doesn't come easy, there's a lot of studying coming to it. So my viewpoint, as much as I myself am someone who really hasn't invested myself in crypto and these different currencies, I am aware that it can work. However, it's you're gonna get out the work that you put in at the end of the day. Pretty much.
That is so true. That is so true. So, how do you work with your clients, and how many clients would you say you actually have?
Yeah, so number of clients always varies. My apologies. Um, However, working with clients, usually you're able to basically find an insurance broker or possibly a financial advisor easily online. Place yourself the inquiry. There's multiple different companies you can work with. I've worked with the likes of Old Mutual as an example. Um, Aside from that, whether you would require an appointment maybe in your home, somewhere where you're more comfortable, maybe you want to come through to the branches or offices, you're more than welcome to do so. You're even allowed to do it telephonically or actually look online. A broker can stay in contact with you digitally as well. Whatever would be best suitable for you in particular.
And what is the relationship with your job and the stock market?
So I am aware that the insurance industry itself, it's a major contributor to the South African economy itself. You know, many clients insuring products, insuring their businesses. I mean, you have things like natural disasters. You have load shedding that can result in many businesses being shut down or losing assets. So I do believe that it plays a major role in, of course, the stock exchange in South Africa.
So, do you help to manage people's money, or do you rather teach people how to manage their finances themselves?
Right, so ideally, what you want is for your clients to be educated themselves so that they can manage their funds all on their own. I mean, yes, you can have a financial advisor, but you're not going to discuss every single decision that you make with your financial advisor. You know, they're not, let's say, someone who's there to tell you this is how you need to use your money. You don't spend your money on that. Yes, they can give you advice, or they can also provide you with insight on, changes you can make financially. Maybe, if you cut down your budget here, you might have some more remaining for this other aspect, your savings, etc. However, yes, as long as you are educated and you're actually learning something from your financial advisor, and it's something that actually benefits you, your finances, your family, the future of your family, then yep, your financial advisor is doing the right thing.
Awesome, awesome. I also love the fact that just by having this sit down with you, we're getting so much insights into the financial industry, because I didn't even know what a financial advisor was. I honestly thought it's just someone who teaches you how to manage your finances. So it's nice to actually hear it from someone who knows what he's talking about. Now, another question we'd like to ask you is, what credentials do you have, and how long have you been in the financial industry?
Alright, so I've pretty much been in the financial industry ever since 2018, around there. After finishing school, I remained focused on, yes, pushing my music, learned I had a talent for selling, and that's that's when I got into the industry, as a matter of fact. And since then, I've been put in situations where I can actually help people. There was a point I worked for a medical insurance industry. I actually was able to provide assistance to clients, and it can actually be quite intense. I mean, an insurance product can basically be your decider between life or death. Actually, that's what I learned there when I was working there. Had a client, um, someone had severe gallstones. They weren't able to have it removed, never had cover. There was no other cover available that would help them because they wouldn't be outside of waiting periods. However, of course, being in the industry, you're aware of different companies and how they might work to be able to assist the person. So even if it's you that's not getting the sale right now, you're able to still help someone. And in the long run, it just feels really good being able to assist someone and assist them financially as well. Yes, finances might not be everything, but it plays a very important role in our day-to-day lives. Truly.
So, as we all know, AI has been programmed to make financial trades. So, do you think AI and financial software will have any effect on your job?
So That is an excellent question. Ultimately, I do think it would have an effect to a certain extent. I mean, you look at as time has changed. Previously, before you'd have so many working in factories, and now you have, computers, etc., that can basically complete that work for you. Ideally, if it's going to be more convenient, more educational, for a client, I'm all in for it. That's absolutely not a problem at all. But currently at this moment in time, where people have access to the internet, different sources whereby they can obtain information from, yet don't actually utilize these resources or actually do the necessary research. I do think that's where a financial advisor would always come out on top. They're the ones who will be doing this research for you and give you that humanly feel for what life is about and what life could ultimately be.
Do you feel that all people should actually invest in a financial advisor?
Yes, to answer that question, I do really think it is of utmost importance because a lot of the time we try run on our own understanding. However, a financial advisor is not there to tell you what to do, but a financial advisor is to let you know all the different options you do have out there to achieve the goal that you have in mind. And what I do basically think is that it's very important to meet with the financial advisor. Look, even if you're meeting with the financial advisor once a year, and you even get financial advice that might not even cost anything, just to have a consultation, just to put yourself out there and understanding which financial products can assist you. So there isn't necessarily anything to lose in, if I have to put it in blindsight. Regardless, to answer your question, yes, it is of utmost importance because, like I said, I mean, within the youth, you have less than 20% that would possibly be contributing towards their retirement, unless, of course, you have an employer who assists you with provident funds, retirement funds, etc. But even so, how much is that contribution towards you retiring comfortably? And should you pass on, is that enough for your family based on any debts you may have accumulated? Things are quite expensive. The standard of living itself, getting a vehicle, growing up comes with its nicks, twists, and turns, and that comes with a lot of financial responsibility. So yes, sometimes even cutting down might be the answer. I mean, referring to your finances. So it's very important to consult with a financial advisor and be aware of all the different options you have instead of, like let's say, thugging it out on your own.
So now we know that Czech is not only a financial advisor and insurance broker, he is also a recording artist and a sound engineer. We actually used your song in the intro of this interview. So can you please tell us a little bit about that song?
That's a song that I call Unclear Conscious, featuring Nay, one of an extremely talented individual, working within the brand that I'm ultimately pushing. And this was basically on a tape called Stoner Selection. So I myself am a smoker. I do smoke weed. It's really calming to me. It actually resonated with me. My mom had a medical condition. Smoking marijuana was something that actually helped her sleep better, helped her tolerate pain a lot more. So ever since then, it's something that has stuck. That's where the name comes from. That's why I've made that kind of music. And yeah, man, the track is literally just based around your average person in your 20s. Being in your 20s, you'd find yourself sitting at different times of the day, just pondering how you're going to make it out of situations. Um, Not really knowing if you found your calling as yet, not knowing if you're stepping in the right direction regarding what you're doing. And at this point in life, a lot of the time we have more questions than answers. So, one of the bars I used then was, Jah sent me ganja for me to smoke away all my problems. It made me paranoid, and I call that conscious. So, a lot of people do attach paranoia to marijuana. Yes, it might possibly make you paranoid. However, on my side, it actually made me more aware of things.
I love the fact that you know about the uses of weed, zol, marijuana when it comes to the health side of things, and I love the fact that it also influences or gets your creative juices flowing rather. So now last question I'd like to ask you is, do you have any projects that you're currently working on that your fans might know about, some stuff you'd like us to check out, and where can we actually find your work?
That's actually really cool of you to ask. So, not so long ago, I did drop the tape Stoner Selection. This song that we referred to earlier is actually one of the songs they're on. Currently, at the moment, I have a song that actually was released just today, Shake It, featuring Casey Young. Really talented individual from the west side as well, like myself. Of course, our story started in different places, but we met in the west. Yeah, so today is the 8th of September now, right? Yeah. 8th of September. So that track is officially out now. I'm aware it's already out on Apple Music, gonna be on Spotify later on, all major platforms. If you would want to actually look into my music, have a look at check_SA. That ain't check as in CHECK, that's QUE. You feel me? Yeah, look for me out on SoundCloud, Audio Mac. I have quite a bit of music released there on, but keep your eyes peeled. We got a lot of releases coming up on all major platforms. Can't share too much, you know what I do.
Thank you so much for joining us today, man. I understand that you're a very busy man. The fact that we actually sitting down and interviewing you while you're getting your haircuts just shows that, you know what, as busy as you are, you also have a passion for what you do, hence you felt the need to join us today. So thank you so much for joining us today, Check. This is We Are the World, Johannesburg. Charlie Hustle signing out. Any last words from Check?
This is your boy Check SA with an _ on the gram. Show me love, it's all love. Go ahead and tell all your friends. On Insta, find me at check.blvd_SA. And yeah, man, honored to be out here. We Are the World. Let's get it.
Shout out. Holla back. Thanks, homie.
When the clock strikes noon, I tend to get caught up in my own thoughts, pacing around my own house. I feel lost now. When the clock strikes noon, I tend to get caught up in my own thoughts, pacing around my own house. I feel lost now. I feel lost, my gosh, I need to let loose. Picture the pressure, it pressed all on my conscience. Just say me ganja, smoke all of my problems. It made me paranoid.